JayZ's The Book of Clarence, director and writer, recently goes on The Breakfast Club and gives the deeper theological meaning behind this book, his portrayal of Jesus, his portrayal of Clarence, and ultimately with a deeper agenda and worldview that he is attempting to communicate. Book of Clarence is a new movie that is executive produced by JayZ, and it highlights the time of Jesus's day and someone there that is desiring to have the same gifts or the same powers as Jesus. And so he's trying to acquire these powers. That's all I know from the trailer. It's someone in Jesus's day and time. So Jesus is kind of in it, right? But they don't really show Jesus in the trailer. And so on The Breakfast Club, they get into Jesus in the movie and Charlemagne asks the questions, and then watch where this goes. This goes left really quick.
Said about Matthew 24:5.
Yeah.
That was the debate me and my wife was having this weekend, and that was the debate we were actually having this morning. It's like, who exactly was Jesus in the film?
So Matthew 24:5 says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars." This is Jesus telling people that there's going to be false Christ. And listen to where Charlemagne, you know better, bro. You know better. This man knows a gang of pastors, knows a gang of Christians. And so where this goes, especially on this verse, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many." Listen to this.
Oh, and maybe this is just me being...
Why your face look like that? He don't look like he don't want to tell us. We were arguing this morning about it.
Maybe I'm just being a little fake deep. What I took from it was everybody's God. We should recognize everybody as God, but the most important thing is recognizing God in yourself.
Recognizing God in yourself, Charlemagne. Like, all of us have that walk on water moment. Even though Jesus is in the film, right? And he's clear and he's in the film, and I go through.
I don't know if it's as clear as you thought it was, because me and him was arguing this morning about this.
My wife got it. I think.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
So it was super clear, but Charlemagne's wife got it. Here's the thing, and Envy, Envy loves an argument. Envy loves a debate.
Absolutely.
So there is a God in yourself, and that's super important, man. Like when we see each other, it's peace to the God. It's peace to the God. Like
Peace to the God is what Jesus preaches against. Okay, you are not God. Jesus says, "You who are evil." He describes people as evil in Matthew chapter 7. Peace to the God is the religion of the Lord's, the gods and the earths. It is the religion that the Wu-Tang Clan believes. It's the religion that JayZ believes. So when they were calling themselves gods, the black man is God. That's what that is. So he said that, he slid that in there. Did you guys catch it? He slid that in there. 5%ers. Okay. Nations of gods and earth.
Wow.
Okay? The 5%ers. And so that's actually what JayZ believes. That's what Busta Rhymes believes. He hinted at it on the Diary of a CEO. That is what Wu-Tang Clan believes. They get into it on the thing. RZA wrote a book about it, and it's a perversion of what we believe in Christianity, that the Holy Spirit enters us, right? And so the Spirit of God is living in us. That does not mean that we are gods. That does not mean that you are divine. That even in Eastern Orthodoxy, the concept of deification does not mean that you are becoming divine. That means that you are being glorified in heaven, and all your sin is going to be gone. That doesn't mean that you are divine and you are God. So he's talking about the other stuff, and then this also overlaps with what? With New Ageism. The universe is God. The universe is you. You are one with the universe. You are God. Eckhart Tolle. I know some of you guys are like, mindfulness. Yeah, that's the same nonsense, just inverted in more of a Far East view of things. Whereas Christianity, especially in Romans 1, there's a very clear distinction. There's God and there's people. God is perfect. God is omnipresent. God is all-knowing. God is all-powerful. God is all good. And people are broken, and people are sinful, and people are evil, right? And then people abuse other people. And so he slid that in here, and no one caught it. No one pushed back. And it's such a subtle perversion. And then people will go, well, Jesus said, when he referenced that quote in Psalms where he talks about these people being gods, Jesus was talking about a specific title of judges, gods, Elohims, lowercase G-O-Ds, judges, and he was mocking them. He wasn't saying, yeah, people can be gods. That's not what he was saying, right? So this is such a distortion, but it's everywhere because here's the deal. If you're a god, then you don't have to submit to the God. If you're a god, then you are your own final authority. Then you can live how you want to live. And that's a huge pattern amongst these folks. If you're being honest, look at the lifestyle, look at the conclusions, look at the downstream effects of how family is ran, right? How finances are ran, right? Look at the downstream effects of it. And there's a parallel amongst all these folks, right? In terms of how they view themselves, whether it's the New Ageism, right? Or it's the JayZ's I am God Jehovah.
Yourself, and that's like the most important thing, because not everyone that's going to watch this film is a Christian. Not everyone's going to watch it. You know, like when people champion their religions, but I find everyone to be a disbeliever of some sort. If I'm speaking to a Christian, okay, so you disbelieve in all the other religions on the planet. You just
yes. Uh-huh.
You nailed it. First try.
Nailed it. You knocked it out of the park. Why is that? Well, because Jesus clearly did the things that God can only do: forgive sins, raise people from the dead, perform incredible miracles. Jesus then says that he is the only way. It is precisely an exclusive religion. And that's why, by the way, that's why in other religions, notice they're not as exclusive. I've heard the biggest and the most popular Muslim scholars openly on stage say with Christians that it is possible that this Christian I'm debating may go to heaven and I may not go to heaven.
Whoa.
Okay, so that's something to think about. And then in the Christian paradigm, it's the opposite. We say no, Jesus is exclusive. If you're going to heaven, you have to go through Jesus. That's it. So yes, precisely, it is absolutely an exclusive position.
You just believe in yours, right? But whatever your belief is, God is inside you. Right? Whatever your belief is, even if you have no faith, God is inside you.
This is heresy. This is danger. This is dangerous. Telling people God, even if you don't believe in anything, God is inside of you. This is utter insanity, guys.
This movie. So what you took away from it, for me, is a beautiful thing. It's a job well done, because it's the first movie of its kind in 136 years of the moving image. Right? It's a really beautiful thing. And you know me, Charlemagne, like I'm always excited about what I do. Filmmakers are almost like, it's politically incorrect to say my movie's wicked. Like Christopher Nolan, you watch a Christopher Nolan interview, you'll sleep by the end of it. Even though his movies are amazing, but the interviews are. Whereas I'm not that guy. Clarence is an amazing film. We've never seen anything like it. It's easy to critique something when it's done.
Never seen anything like it.
But watch it first and celebrate cinema.
What you just said about Matthew,
you just made me not want to watch it.
This man,
Respectfully, you literally listen. You can't criticize Christians for being exclusive, and then tell us that everyone's a god, which is an exclusively wrong view on your part. So guess who's not going to see this movie? Christians. We're not going to watch this nonsense. We're not going to watch it because you just showed us your hand. That's what you believe. That's what Charlemagne got from the movie, right? And it's not helpful. We see, according to the Bible, that prayer is extremely important in terms of us being transformed from the inside out when we get aligned with God's will. For the Christians watching this channel, I want you guys to implement these spiritual disciplines in your day-to-day life. And the only way I've been able to do this consistently is through writing down my prayers in a prayer journal that does a few things. One, it allows me to reflect and come to God humbly and ask him to move on my behalf. And two, it allows me to document my prayers, which ultimately help me remember the very things that I was praying for and see the hand of God tangibly in my life when he answers them. So I would urge you, consider writing down your prayers. It could be in a blank notebook. It could even be on your phone. Or you could check out the one I personally designed and used from my own quiet time and spiritual discipline that I think will be a huge blessing. It's the exact structure and system that I've used for years to pray and be more consistent in my spiritual disciplines. You can pick yours up today by clicking the link in the pinned comment below. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.